Hi, my name is Fundo Maposa. In this video, I'm going to walk you through two sets of TSQL scripts I built for EC IT143. And these are the folders. That's fun with functions and fun with triggers. So in script one is just asking a question how to extract first name from a contact. Second script is creating an answer to the problem. The problem is there's Alexandra Camino, and we want Alexandra only to show. So script 3, I create the query and execute it. And Alexandra Camino is right on top. And this is the column. Script 4, after researching Stack Overflow, this link, I found a script that uses left join. So if I run that script, I get the script that shows the name that separates the first name. Alexandra is right on top on the left. So step 5 is wrapping the logic into user-defined Scala function called UDF parse first name. Notice the header documentation block. It has a function name, purpose, modified log with version, date, and author to link the resource I used. So I execute the query, and it So step 6, I run my original ad hoc query with the UDFs to see if they bring out the same result. So I execute that, and yes, they run side by side. You have Alexander for both the queries. So step 7, I use common table expression and compare first name and 1 and first name 2. So if I run this query, I should get a 0. Yes, there are no rows here. Query 8, I apply the first name function to the full customer query and run the query. So this blank column is the beginning of the next step. Now we move to triggers, and the question is, how do I keep track of when a record was last modified? Step 2 frames the answer. The core inside here is a default constraint won't work. It only fires when a row is inserted and when it updated. So we need a trigger. I also run the out here to add the last modified date column. Then I execute it. Okay, it's already been thing. Let me redo that. So I modified the script to drop the previous execution. So I run the select query, and there are no, so the update is there for the last query, for the last column. So step 4, I run the execute query, and it's created. So 5, I execute the query, and the last modified date shows here. So 6, I execute the query, and then alt table, and then create a trigger. That's my scripts. Thank you. Okay, before I go, let me just explain what 6 is. The question was, how do I also track who made the change? I add a second column, last modified by, with another out table. Then I create a second trigger that does the same thing, but instead I use the get date. It calls S user name, a built-in SQL function, that returns the current SQL Server login name. Thank you.